This is Stanton Moor, an amazingly historical place situated towards the back of Matlock. It's home to one of the most well-preserved Bronze Age stone circles in Derbyshire. This entire hill is a Bronze Age settlement. Archaeologists have said that there are burials dating back to the Bronze Age period scattered around all over this hill. The stone circle itself dates back to around 3300 BC and 900 BC, and it was thought to have been used for many magical reasons such as rituals and ceremonies. Just like many other famous stone circles in Great Britain such as Stonehenge and Avebury, the stones were aligned perfectly with the stars. Just like the pyramids in Egypt, except a lot of these stone circles in Great Britain are much older than the Egyptian pyramids. The legend of the Nine Ladies Stone Circle, which allegedly explains the origin, is a really interesting one, and it's also a legend that's common with a lot of other stone circles in Britain. It's said that 9 ladies were dancing on the Sabbath, and the devil was there, which he obviously always is, playing a little violin, which is quite a funny thought when you think about it. God was obviously not at all pleased about this, and he turned all the 9 ladies to stone, although we don't really know what happened to the devil. Maybe he snuck off, I don't know. He probably ran into bushes with his violin, I don't know. But the devil escaped, and the 9 ladies were allegedly turned to stone, and that is where they remain to this day. It's also worth noting that although it is called the Nine Ladies Stone Circle, there is actually 10 stones. So I don't know who come up with the name Nine Ladies Stone Circle, whether they're having a bad day and there was some sort of mathematical problem, but there you have it. Unsurprisingly, along with all the other legends, there's a lot of ghost sightings up on Stanton Moor. Some people claim to see an old woman who walks around the outside of the circle. A lot of other people also claim to see a black dog, pretty much the Black Shuck, who is seen walking around in the trees. The elusive Black Panther is also quite commonly seen, and we've had personal experience with this on an investigation a couple of years ago. There's another tale around the Nine Ladies area which isn't as commonly told as the 9 ladies dancing, is the one of the old cockerel. It relates to a lot of the old ritual practices which would have taken place here thousands of years ago during the Bronze Age. Animal sacrifices would have been a very common thing. You'll have to bear with me with this one because it is quite a strange one. So whilst we were up there, just before we started an investigation, there was a man walking around who's lived in the Stanton Moor area for years and years and years, and he told us that this story has been passed down through his family. He says that the story goes that the Bronze Age people used to do a lot of animal sacrifices up here, and every time that they used to do a sacrifice, they'd hear a cockerel. And it used to get on the nerves. Every time they'd try and sacrifice an animal, they'd hear a cockerel piping up. It's almost like the cockerel was following them around, it just would not leave them alone. And it got on the nerves that much that during a ritual, they captured this cockerel and sacrificed it, and they never heard from it again. Now, how this story came about, how they found out that the Bronze Age people complained of a really annoying cockerel piping up every time they tried to sacrifice an animal, I don't know. You have to take it with a pinch of salt, really, don't you? But one strange thing, that there are a lot of pheasants knocking around up there, but during investigations, now this does happen a lot, we have heard a cockerel. Now, whether there's cockerel wandering around up there, I don't know. But we have heard a cockerel, and actually whilst we're filming this film now, we did hear one. Weird, isn't it? As you can imagine, the stone circle itself is the oldest and most popular historical monument on the hill, but we can't forget about the other historical monuments which are scattered around all over the place, including this tower which we're now approaching. It really is amazing what you can find when you have a walk around Stanton Moor. There's an old building near the road which we investigate a lot. Lots of other teams come here as well. They do get some very interesting evidence. Some teams claim that this is an old monastery and that there's some battle between witches and nuns. Now, according to some of the locals which we've spoken to, that is nonsense. There's never been a monastery up there. It's likely an old quarry building because there's a quarry across the street. Upon doing just a little bit of research, we've come to find out that it is an old industrial building for the sandstone quarry, not a monastery. Interesting though. I mean, who would win a battle between a witch and a nun? Honestly, I've got absolutely no idea. Absolutely none. None at all.